All right, well, welcome everybody to Absolute Pro Wrestling here from the Cedar Valley Sportsplex in Waterloo, Iowa. I am Top Shelf Tom Chilstrom. Glad to have you here live streaming along with us here on YouTube. I will be joined shortly by my broadcast partner, Ricky Bronson. We want to give a special shout out to our other colleague, Patrick Calhoun. We wish him a speedy recovery from his recent surgery, and we look forward to having him back here on the commentary desk. We have an exciting show for you here tonight. Obviously, the big show here for the Showdown is 2 cage matches. That's right, 2 cage matches. Big deal here. We have Cole Cannon is in a grudge match going against Jason Prentice. Huge potential here for Cole Cannon. If he beats the non-wrestler Jason Prentice, he's going to probably guarantee himself a shot at the absolute title. Oh, look at here, Ricky Bronson. Welcome back to the commentary table where you're supposed to have been all along. It's good to have you here, Ricky.
Thank you.
Just doing a quick rundown here live on YouTube. Make sure you don't swear. I know that's a big problem for you all the time.
I'll do my best.
You dang heathen.
I'm trying to keep my money tonight.
You heathen, yes. So that's one of the 2 main events in the cage. Cole Cannon again takes on Jason Prentice. In our other main event, it will be for a 4-way for the Absolute Pro Wrestling I was going to say World Heavyweight, but Heavyweight Championship. Aaron Von Baron, 2 weeks in a row going into that cage to defend his title. This week it's going to be against Vicious Victor Payne, the Golden God Bryce Jordan, and former APW champion Matty Starr. A lot of things going on in that match right there. It's going to be also an elimination match that we're going to see in that one. Anybody who's eliminated from that match is then removed from the cage, and we will have a head-to-head matchup for the actual finish itself. And that will all come after our intermission in the second half of tonight's show. So make sure if you are watching right now, we do have a second part of the show just to make sure it's the best quality we can give you, the APW fans out there. For the first half of our show, we're going to kick it off with a tag team title opportunity. Peak season coming in. Jack Serious and Josiah Vetsana making their debuts here in Absolute Pro Wrestling, going up right against 319 of Ethan Everhart and Jay Wesley. I mean, these kids have been proving themselves week in and week out since winning those titles. So, newcomers, peak season, huge opportunity for them right now.
What was that guy's name? Jackson?
Jack Serious.
Jack Serious. Is he serious? He better be serious tonight.
He
better be serious tonight. I'm going to tell you that. And what was it?
And Josiah Vetsana.
Josiah? What?
Josiah
Vetsana.
Vetsana. You are an absolute nightmare.
I just want to make sure I get it correct, baby. I don't want to sound like you. I don't want to be stumbling over my words. Hey, anyway, that's going to be one heck of a matchup. I personally have never seen Jack Serious. I'm serious about that. I have never seen him. And I've never seen, again, what's his name? Josiah Vetsana. I've never seen him either, but I'm very pumped to see him in an Absolute Pro Wrestling ring against the 319 tonight, baby.
I called you earlier before you got over here, one of the best in the business. I now feel bad about that. And that's going to be our first matchup. That's how we're going to start the night off with a tag team title match. And then the second slate of matches are going to be Jackson Slater versus Brandon the Shank Eubanks versus one of the up-and-coming rising stars, if you will, here in APW. And I've always been a fan favorite, especially here in Waterloo. More than conqueror, Alvin Falcone.
Alvin Falcone, man, he's on Ricky Bronson's radar as somebody he wants to take on, baby. I'm very impressed with Alvin Falcone from what I've seen the last few shows here in Absolute Pro Wrestling. Actually, over the last year or so, he's been tearing it up here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Very, very pumped for that matchup. The 3-ways they can go off the rails in a matter of seconds, baby. And I'm very pumped for that matchup too.
Well, we saw Alvin Falcone last week in Algona. He took on Vicious Victor Payne. So again, that was basically a warm-up match for Victor Payne. But Alvin Falcone warming up again. We love to see him here in Absolute Pro Wrestling. But again, that 3-way, Jackson Slater, another up-and-coming star here in the Midwest. But then the established star, Brandon Shank Eubanks, he's also right now, he's in a bit of a funk. He has not won since August 5th. And that includes not only his singles matches, but his tag team matches as well. So he's feeling a bit in a funk, and we need to see him coming out of that.
You must I'm offended now. I'm about to put you through this table and all this equipment here if you don't bring up my W with Shank.
You know what?
All right, correct yourself. We got a W. We got a W.
Dude, from the bottom of my heart,
Thank
I
you.
apologize. Yes, you're right. Back on September 14th, Ricky Bronson making his return to the ring, tagged alongside Brandon the Shank Eubanks. That's been the Shank's only victory since August 5th. Again, many of opportunities, especially in singles matchups, just not being able to come through. So we're looking forward again. That three-way is going to be your second matchup tonight. And then our final match before
Real
intermission.
quick, though, before I mention, you said that Alvin Falcone took on Vicious Victor Payne 1 week ago, correct?
1 week ago.
Now, do you think that's going to have a little bit of effect on this matchup on Alvin Falcone and Victor Payne possibly later in the night?
Well, again,
it's got to.
Those are two big boys right there going head-to-head last week.
They went to war.
They certainly
It wasn't
did.
a warm-up match. I wouldn't have called it a warm-up match for Victor Payne. If I was Victor Payne, I probably would have been a little bit upset they put you in that matchup a week before the biggest match of your career.
100%. I don't disagree with you. But, again, that's what our owner here, the CEO, the president, whatever he wants to be called, Jason Prentice, not only he did that to Victor Payne and Alvin Falcone leading into this week, but, again, we see our absolute pro wrestling champion, Aaron Von Baron, being in a cage last week, a cage this week. So, again, warm-up matches may be what they're called, but there's nothing warming up any of those three men right there. But then the third match, right before we go to intermission, we'll see a tag team match, the Free World. Different variation than we're used to seeing. Leo Santel will tag with the openweight champion of the Big Picture, and they'll take on the team of Ugly and the Death Dealer. So, again, Death Dealer was in that APW Championship match last week, so we look forward to seeing him in that. And we're going to stand up for the national anthem. All right, fantastic stuff there. Thank you for that national anthem. And we're going to send it down to our ring announcer, ringside with Big Ace on ring announcing duty tonight. Always a fan. We want to thank all of our sponsors, too, as the Big Ace makes his way down the ring. We have Starbucks Smokehouse, tonight's after-show party location. Thanks to Jeff and the company over there for their amazing support and service for all the Absolute Pro Wrestling events. We do appreciate their partnership along with us. And then our main sponsor, again, Tag Team Photography. We see Clint Dye down there ringside, and his son Emmett's part of our production crew here tonight as well. We do appreciate his efforts, along with our producer here, Devin Pierce. Thank you, Devin, for your excellent help here tonight. We do appreciate all of the help that we get here from all people and all contributors, along with a big shout out to his Cards Up the Change to podcast with the Wizard, CZ, and Nick Bolt. Not able to make it. He had to fill in for him with Zach Takis. Big shout out for those two as well.
We will be there right after the show. Tag Team Photography, Clint Dye and family. Look at, we got Little Dye doing ringside camera tonight, as well as Clint taking pictures. So give it up to them. Black and Label Barber Danny. Look at him. Here. There it is. There he is. All right. Welcome. We always love Danny. Glory Images. We want to thank them as well. Plus the 2 Count Podcast, because the show myself, Big Ace, and Top Shelf Tommy on commentary over there host on Tuesday nights.
Big shout out to the 2 count.
We got a lot of stuff to get into tonight, but first, I want to get into this. We have a big table over here. There's tons of memorabilia, tons of toys. One of our own, you may have seen him on some Absolute shows, your boy Andy. We love him. And tragically, he lost his fiance this last week to terminal cancer. So we are selling all that memorabilia, all those toys. A lot of that has been donated by the talent backstage. We've all put in on that. It's all for you guys to help raise money for your boy Andy and his family in the time of need. So please check it out. There's some really cool signed stuff over there. We'd really appreciate if you help out. All right. That being said, one of our cage matches tonight, it is a grudge match. Cole Cannon somehow forced his way back in the APW.
Listen to those boos from his audience.
On the boss, Jason Prentice, tonight in a steel cage.
Big applause for Jason Prentice.
I welcome the woman of Absolute Pro Wrestling to the ring, Jason Prentice.
The audacity for him coming out to this, taking care of business. Unbelievable from Jason Prentice. The audacity.
I love it, baby. It's perfect.
Oh, and he's trying to get the audience in it more. Don't talk to – what a novice. Talking to the ringside camera.
Novice. He's been in this business for years. His family's been in this business for years, okay?
Well, that may be true, but talking to the camera, unbelievable. The amateur and the arrogance, if you will. I'm sick of it. You know,
hey, this is his company. The boss can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, that may be true, but he also knows what he's done wrong to me and to some of my friends, by the way, too. Cole Cannon may be not one of my friends, but I tell you what, he's done him wrong.
You know what? I have been in Waterloo pretty much all week long, talking with people, discussing this matchup, and the question that comes up time in and time out is why? Why challenge Cole Cannon to a steel cage match?
Wow. The audacity from this crowd.
Hey, that's one of like 20 reasons.
If I
alone,
can't say
right?
ASS on this show, that fan can't say it either. Kick him out.
A lot of lies. I'm doing it tonight because in March he had the audacity to mention my dead grandmother. I'm doing it tonight because he mentions my deceased uncle.
Sounds like he's just showing reverence for the passed on.
Disrespected all of you. I'm doing it tonight for my friend Brandon Stone. I'm doing it tonight for people like our friend Andy Martin. I'm doing this for a multitude of reasons, but the biggest one is so I can kick Cole Cannon's ass.
Damn right.
You know, again,
he deserves it.
Yeah, maybe. But the ego behind Jason Prentice right now is unmatched.
Why wait?
Wow.
I know.
I like it.
We can do this.
Let's do it now.
Inside a steel cage. Or maybe for once in your pathetic life, Cole, you can show the world how big of a man you are. So why don't you come down here right now?
I mean, he shouldn't, because again, he's guaranteed to get Jason Prentice inside a cage.
Because you're a gutless individual. You're a coward.
Wow.
You're afraid. Because you're about to get beat by someone who's not even a wrestler. You're about to get beat by somebody.
Oh my goodness. Huge shot there.
Where did he come from? Where did he come from?
That's
I didn't even see him.
Yeah, I mean, I would say out of nowhere, but clearly somewhere in the audience there, he was just hiding, laying dormant. And then there's another chair shot for Jason Prentice's troubles and running his mouth. That's exactly what he deserves at this moment.
Someone needs to put a stop to this. Last time we here, he almost ruined Damon Dillinger's career.
Well, that's very true, but here's Shank and here's the Death Dealer.
Now this man wants to, get
Other
some
buff.
reinforcements and get him out of here. We can do this tonight in the cage.
Well, I tell you what, I mean, I don't know if that might put an end to the cage right there with those chair shots and then just shoving that chair down the throat.
Like a medic or something.
Prentice is hurt. They're calling for medics, baby. This ain't good.
I mean, again, you run your mouth like that and you expect Cole and you wanted Cole to answer, and he goes out there and he gives you an answer. And then what do? You get those chair shots. I mean, I'm not saying he deserves the type of treatment. No one deserves those chair shots and a vicious attack like that. However, if anybody was asking for it here tonight, Jason Prentice was asking for
those chair shots are uncalled for, baby. Cole Cannon looking for every advantage that he can get tonight. Shane's going after Cole Cannon, baby. I love it.
Oh, and Cole's already left the building. He's
Cole hightailed it. He hightailed it out of the building.
He just took the opportunity and did his business, and he's on his way. I mean, I don't think we're going to see this main event, though. That second cage match.
Right, this main event might be compromised now. Jason Prentice is not looking okay. Being helped to the back.
Hopefully someone's outside in case Shane touches him, but he's done.
Wow. Death Dealer saying that his shoulders.
Wow.
Well,
someone who knows a lot about shoulder injuries, baby. You don't want to get into the ring when your shoulder's compromised.
That's exactly
probably the smart decision.
Mr. Prentice is good. I know, Danny. I know you'll get it. We're going to go see, but the main event might be up. The match with the boss and Cole might be up.
Well, we still have our other main event, the more important of the two, if you ask me, for the APW Championship.
All right. Well,
Cole's looking to find any way he can get out of that match. I can guarantee you, baby. Guarantee it.
Well, why would he worry about getting out of that match? I mean, Jason Prentice isn't a wrestler.
What a way to start.
I mean, Cole's been in that ring multiple times, multiple different levels. They don't call him Potato Daddy for nothing. I mean, he knows how to throw those ham hocks. It is.
I think Cole Cannon fears any man. Any man with two fists. I think Cole Cannon fears him. All right?
You could say what you want to, but we're going to get to our first.
For the Excellent Pro Wrestling title.
There's Big Ace, by the way, one of the best deliveries in the game, whether it's the Midwest or anywhere across this great globe of ours. Ring announcing extraordinaire. Well, there you see it. Debuting coming through the curtain. Peak season. Josiah Vetsana and Jack Sirius there. Brand new to Absolute Pro Wrestling and get themselves a title opportunity right out of the gate against 319. Jay Wesley, highly supported here in his hometown, as is Ethan Everhart. Every time he's ever stepped into a ring, Ethan Everhart has plenty of fan support, plenty of family support. And now look at this. Josiah Vetsana and Jack Sirius just taunting the audience here. And now some lady ringside is saying, just go away from me, which, I mean, I would like to say that to anybody who's from Waterloo, but.
Yeah, these boys got a mountain to climb tonight for these tag titles. They're not just fighting 319. They're fighting the 319.
They're fighting all of Waterloo. That is for
dang
sure.
Right.
A lot of, I mean, again, heavy hitters is what I've been hearing about peak season, but, I mean, Ethan Everhart is a former APW champion for a reason. First ever person to hold two different titles here in Absolute Pro Wrestling. He's Ethan Everhart. And again, just the second ever tag team champions are 319. So again, you see a lot of the black and orange here. That's the colors of Jay Wesley. And you hear the taunts and the jeers towards peak season here.
Giving them the business. Yeah, Waterloo on their feet for the 319. Here we go.
That is Welcome to the Jungle playing there, and that's the traditional song and entrance for young Ethan Everhart. And there he is with one half of those glorious tag team titles. And Jay Wesley coming out ultra smooth with those glasses on, matching the attire, finding those orange frames somehow. I don't know. Good on him, I suppose. But peak season, again, as you mentioned, huge hill to climb here, not only with their opponents right there in the 319, but all of Waterloo.
It's a black and orange, baby, and it's kind of spooky for Halloween. Was he supposed to be a jack-o'-lantern?
Well, with the strawberry blonde hair, he's already transparent in his skin type, so you really don't need much help to look like a ghost. It's but you know, Peak Season told me they ain't afraid of no ghost.
Yeah, well, Peak Season is looking to carve him up a little bit more, baby. I bet.
There it is.
You like that?
That was a good
You
one.
loved it. I bet.
That was a good one.
You're
Yeah.
Jay Wesley, though, man. This kid's got some swag behind him, man. I will say that. Ethan Everhart, beast. You ever seen him do deadlifts in the jungle with logs and
What?
trees?
I
Just
have not
whacking
seen,
them down like Bigfoot, and he just squats them.
I've not seen it myself in person, but Ethan
I've
Everhart,
seen
every time
Ethan
we see him,
Everhart squat a California redwood on the. Look at them traps.
well, that's what I'm saying.
A California redwood on the back of them babies.
He is bigger and bigger every time we see him.
Who is he?
The challengers, rated at a combined weight of 320 pounds, Jack Serious, Josiah Baxter, they are
They said they came in at 320 pounds. I mean, that they should have just said 319, right? Just a little bravado move, a little bit of arrogance. Say 319. Say 319.
That 320. I'm gonna have to question that, baby. I'm bringing a scale next to me.
Wow. Soaky wet. Three 319 here, though, as you hear the crowd roar for them. Huge fan favors, and like I said earlier, well represented here in the Waterloo.
Listen to him, baby.
They got a referee for this match, Daniel Myers. He's one of the ones who responded to the beatdown of Jason Prentice to open the show here tonight.
All right, Jack, serious. Let's see what you got, baby. This is one heck of a way to open up your debut here in APW with Ethan Everhart, former champion.
No kidding. And again, you know, he's given up not only a little bit in height, but a lot
Woo!
in weight. And that strength game for Ethan Everhart is going to be a huge thing for all of peak season to overcome.
Yeah, I think Ethan Everhart got these boys beating weight, just him.
Just about. I mean, he's not going to be pressing those scales at 320 anytime soon, but the man himself is strong enough to definitely be lifting 320 pounds.
Yeah, but look how athletic he is. Still, for a big man as he is, he's still very athletic, very quick, very agile.
All the varies you need to be a star in this business. And of course, we saw him be the second ever Absolute Pro Wrestling champion.
Jack serious, getting serious, baby.
A good reversal right there.
Some technical wrestling here going on. I like it.
And we want to thank everybody who came out here tonight to support Absolute Pro Wrestling here in the Cedar Valley Sportsplex. Ethan Everhart trying to get a reversal there. Jack Series holding on that side headlock for dear life. And this is probably not going to work out very well for him as the tag is made. Jay West is coming in. Look at that. Beautiful drop toe hold there as he slung Jack Series right back. And then there is that patented step up.
Classic Ethan Everhart. Classic. Oh, big old elbow, baby.
Big old hitman elbow right there from Jay Wesley. Huge impact there. And he just tossed off the shirt to his family right there. Another redhead in the audience caught it. Good for Jay Wesley, I guess, supporting the brand, if you will. Big overhead suplex right there. Jack Serious needs to make a tag here to Josiah Vatsana anytime soon now. Peak season looking like they're on maybe out of season right now, if you will. Sorry, I had to say it. So dumb. That's a stupid pun. I apologize to everybody who's watching right now. Big double suplex right there, taking Jack Serious again down on the mat. And just a 2 count there. A little lackadaisical was covered there from Ethan Everhart, though. Not his typical style. Normally he tries to hook that leg, get a little more pressure. Look at that. Chop to the chest there.
One thing I'm noticing, the 319 is becoming a well-oiled machine.
Certainly has. And, of course, Jay Wesley from the Lou, we saw earlier in that Winter Brawl Classic Battle Royal. Everybody here thought he had won, and that's how Aaron Von Buren actually got the victory that night and was able to gain the victory for the title over Ethan Everhart in this very gymnasium in the last man standing match. So both of these men have something to prove even here tonight. And I got to assume that even singles titles might be in both of these guys' future again for Ethan Everhart, and it'll be a first time for Jay Wesley.
Yeah, both of these guys got a heck of a future. But right now they are tag champs, and they're taking care of business tonight, man. Peak season's got no answer so far.
Well, they're looking for a timeout right now as they've gone out to the outside.
No timeouts in wrestling, baby. Jay Wesley needs to go out there and just, capitalize and don't let him get a rest.
Well, if anything, right now, if they're going to allow Jack to get back in the ring, he needs to go straight to his corner and get that tag into Josiah Vatsana right now. Get him in the match for the first time here. But no, Jack Serious is doubling down here. Wow, he's going to still take on Ethan Everhart. Not a smart move here. Just see that scoop. He'll get the reversal, though. Throws Ethan into the corner. Wow, huge chop.
Big chop, baby. Brutal. Now you got peak season taking over. They saw a little opening, and they took advantage of it, baby. Oh, beating Ethan Everhart down, just stomping a mud hole in him.
You saw when they made their entrance, Josiah Vatsana wearing the Muay Thai headband, practitioner all the way. You see even his strike pads there on the shins. Code breaker right there.
Oh,
held on and then
beautiful. What a variation. I've never seen that before. That was awesome. Code breaker, and he held the code breaker, and his partner Jack Serious hit that beautiful senton.
Beautiful stuff indeed. Good combination there. Good. I mean, the chops here from Jack Serious are serious business. I'm not even trying to make a pun there. Literally, that's exactly what they are. They are rough. Even there.
Yeah, they sound like they hurt. Oh,
how nice kick coming through there.
That was beautiful. Karate kick to the side of the head of Ethan Everhart. Ethan Everhart's probably seeing stars.
Just a 2 count there for Vatsana as he then just boots Ethan right to the side of the face there.
Yeah,
and again,
he's got to get a tag out to Jay Wesley. Jay Wesley's trying to get him pumped up and get the crowd behind him. Fighting back. There you go.
Job of his own there to Josiah. He was doing a little too much showboating. Now he tries to whip him in the corner. No, reversal, and followed by another reversal, followed by yet another reversal to a different opposite corner there. Step over there. Get it up over the top, and then just trips up Vatsana.
Jay Wesley hit that blind tag.
And then I've never seen Jay Wesley hit that kick either, so that's
pulling out some new stuff in their arsenal. I love it. You got to do that sometimes. Oh,
blatant there by Jack Serious, getting over and just knocking Jay Wesley off the turnbuckle, and then follow up by a kick there from Vatsana.
Yeah, big old step up enziguri right to the side of the face of Jay Wesley. Jay Wesley is now seeing stars, just like Ethan Everhart was a few moments ago. I'll tell you what, I'm pretty impressed by this peak season.
Yeah, good stuff here from the newcomers. And
they are
just hanging up Jay Wesley on that top rope.
Yeah, they're like a couple little vicious raccoons. You don't want any vicious raccoons. They're just on you, man, like trash.
Again, we have vermin statements from Ricky Bronson. Instead, he's just dragging Jay Wesley across that top rope there. Makes the tag to Jack Serious. I tell you what, his arms don't have a lot of definition to him, if you will. Definitely still a stronger kid, but he's able to just let those arms go, and they come across like a whip.
Yeah, you ever seen, like a Major League Baseball pitcher, though? They're not really, impressive in the muscular part, but they got them whipply, gangly arms. They can just whip them arms, and that's what Jack Series has got, man. They got them long, gangly arms, and just whip them like octopus tentacles.
Long, gangly arms, long, gangly legs, but also very nonchalant pin attempts there on Jay Wesley, just putting the foot to his chest. Not much of a cover there at all.
Kind of reminds me of Jack Skellington.
That might be where it comes from. Dropping Jay Wesley right there on the crown of his head.
I like the tag team.
Continuity.
What am I trying? Yeah, the continuity, exactly. It took the words out of my mouth for a second. They're working together great, baby.
And then Josiah just goes right to that corner and knocks back Ethan Everhart to help avoid Jay Wesley making that tag. Nice DDT right there, planting again the crown of the head. Kip up. Look at this kid. A lot of energy here from Josiah Vatsana. I mean, heck of an athlete, for sure. Making a tag there to Jack Series. I was about ready to call him Jack Skelton. You almost you got in my head a little bit there, Ricky.
I like how they're tagging in and out, though, baby. Keeping fresh, working together. You can definitely tell they've, been a tag team for some time. And
big boot there from Jay Wesley as he knocked Vatsana down off the ring apron, up on his shoulders. Couldn't quite make the momentum to get back into that corner and make that quick tag to Ethan Everhart, who's now just calling for it as his fans are right behind the 319. And there's a tag to Ethan Everhart coming in. Stopped in his tracks by Sirius, but then that chop right there knocking him down. Vatsana goes right through into that ring post. Sirius able to miss the clothesline and the back elbow, and then picked right back up.
I thought he was going to launch him out of the ring. Beautiful German suplex. Ethan Everhart just cleaning house, baby. I love it.
Right to the neck and back of the head when Jack Sirius there.
Oh, beautiful. Innovative.
Like a drive-by cutter, it looked right just to that second rope there. Makes a take to Jay Wesley. Flip him over right into that scoop slam. Power slam down. Decided to run Jay Wesley right into.
Vatsana speared Jay Wesley and ruined that and broke up that pin attempt.
Now all four men are down. Dan Meyer starts the count.
This could be where peak season takes over. This is what peak season needed. Man, a little bit of an opening, a little bit of advantage. They can get back on top, baby.
Legal men still are Jack Sirius and Ethan Everhart, by the way. And now Vatsana has taken it to Ethan and Jack Sirius, and Jay Wesley are going at it. All four men back and forth with strike after strike. Vicious shot there by Sirius, followed up by another vicious strike by Jay Wesley. Unbelievable stuff here.
Here's going to war now.
Yeah,
it's a battle. The battle of attrition, baby. Oh!
Exactly. Big strike there by Jack Sirius. Again, just dropped.
Oh!
Step up into Gary missed. Ethan Everhart just ducked it, but right to the side of Jay Wesley. Ethan just having that shoulder block, and Vatsana's stuck on the top rope there. These still are the two legal men. Look at that big extension on that lariat right there. Ethan Everhart is down too, as Jack Sirius is right there by that bottom rope, far side away from us.
We got all men down, baby.
Again, this went from a wrestling match down to just blatant brutality. And now Jack Sirius looking to kick Ethan Everhart all the way out.
This match is breaking down. What we got here? Oh no!
Suicide dives to the outside. Watch out, ringside. My goodness, the impact from Jack Sirius and Josiah, and then there's Ethan Everhart with his own, taking out both men of peak season. I think he might have landed on the leg of Jay Wesley there. He's slow to get up right now too. Ethan's able to roll Jack Sirius into the ring. Telling Jay Wesley to go to the top there, but tell you what, better move might be just to get the pin attempt right now. Jay Wesley misses that attempt on that elbow. Lawn dart and spear.
Oh, that was incredible, baby. Wow, Jay Wesley.
Instinct alone right there caused Jay Wesley to get out of
The
that one.
heart of Jay Wesley to dig down deep and kick out after that lawn dart spear.
That was some innovative stuff. You're
That
not
was
wrong on
awesome.
That one. That was great stuff there from Peak Season. Let's see if they can capitalize on this one, take advantage of a tired and sore Jay Wesley. No,
Tag titles are in jeopardy, baby. Oh,
no. That's an inadvertent low blow there. Air raid crash. Down goes Jack Serious. Jay Wesley's looking to go back to the top rope here. As is Ethan Everhart. There's that Hitman knee, followed up by the splash of Everhart. And that's academic at that point. The 319, the crew from Waterloo, victorious and retain their APW Tag Team Championships here tonight.
Victorious, but I'm going to have to say this. They barely got by Peak Season tonight.
I know, hell of a debut right there.
Woo, yes, it was.
Peak Season. I mean, I hope to see Jack Sears and Josiah Vatsana back here real soon because that was impressive stuff from these two young men. They gave up some size to both Ethan Everhart and Jay Wesley, but I tell you what.
Heck of a matchup.
What they may have lacked in size to these two, they more than made up for in their enthusiasm and their abilities to get some of those big hits and strikes in.
I now see why they got tag title opportunities right off the bat. And I would be not hesitant to say to run this one back, baby. That was a heck of a matchup.
I don't disagree with you, and it actually pains me to say that I don't disagree with you. But yeah, hell of a match there, hell of a debut by Peak Season. They should should not be hanging their heads. Keep your heads up high, young men, and we look forward to seeing you back here in Absolute Pro Wrestling real soon. But what of a way to start off with this Waterloo crowd as the hometown boys 319 picks up the win here in Waterloo.
Heck of a start, baby. I love it. Jay Wesley, Ethan Everhart, man, 319. Rocking it.
Rocking it indeed. And we want to, as you heard Big Ace earlier tonight say, we want to send our support and our condolences out to the family and friends of Casey Akins. She recently passed away. She was the fiance of one of our good friends, Andy Martin. We again send our condolences and remember Casey for her laughter, her love, and her joy that she brought to all of her family and friends. And tonight you can donate through a GoFundMe page. You can find on all of our social media pages for Absolute Pro Wrestling. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the Aiken family, along with Andy Martin and all of his family and friends as well. Our love and support are going to you both and all the ones who enjoyed the life and the times of Casey Akins. Again, from everybody here in Absolute Pro Wrestling, we send the deepest condolences and love to Andy Martin and everybody involved with that situation. And again, you can show your support by going to the GoFundMe page you can find on all of our social media accounts.
Who's ready for some triple threat action? Oh, my man right here is all right. Let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome referee Joey Jojo.
As you hear the smattering of boos and applause here for Joey Jojo, I cannot understand for the life of me why anybody would boo this young man. He works harder than almost anybody in wrestling today as far as officials, and yet he still gets booed.
Just look at him. That's all you got to say.
Is it because
that's all you got to say.
Are you trying to bully him because he looks like a nerd?
Little dork.
Little dork. Well, there you see him. The man from Manhattan, Kansas, Jackson Slater there. Anybody who's a Big 12 fan here in Iowa, which is very few and far between, is what I found is there's not a whole lot of Cyclone fans, but anybody who's anywhere close to Kansas State is well hated in this state of Iowa. I can tell you that much right now. But Jackson Slater, we saw him last week in Algona. He took on Cash Kennedy there. Came up on the wrong side of that endeavor, but a triple threat here between him, a new rising star here in Absolute Pro Wrestling, against Al Falcone and Brandon Shank Eubanks. We saw Brandon earlier chase away Cole Cannon right out of this building. I mean, I hope he's coming back for this match. I assume he is, but again, we saw you make your return to the ring alongside Brandon Shank Eubanks. And that's been his most recent victory, is tagging up with you there in West Des Moines, which we make our return to West Des Moines on February 22nd. Looking forward to be back there at the Hy-Vee Fieldhouse, the Mid-American Energy Corporation Sports Complex.
Alvin Falcone quickly becoming a fan favorite here at Absolute Pro Wrestling. Listen to this crowd, man.
But when he made his debut, more than a conqueror, Alvin Falcone, I mean, he made his debut against JT Energy, and they had a classic best of 3 matchups, really, and he came out just on the other side of that. 2 out of the 3 went his way, and I tell you what, JT Energy is no slouch, that's for sure, but Alvin Falcone, from the minute he stepped into an Absolute Pro Wrestling ring, has been nothing but a star on the rise. And you got to figure, if he comes out victorious tonight, it's going to be propelling him to possibly seeing whoever comes out of that cage across the ring from them for a heavyweight opportunity match.
Absolutely, baby. This crowd's about to erupt.
But he's a fan favorite. He also won the fan voting poll to get into tonight's main event that he so graciously gave to Bryce Jordan, his tag team partner in the boys. But Brandon the Shank Eubanks ran off Cole Cannon. There it is.
That's my boy.
But you know how much I love Brandon the Shank Eubanks, part of Team Top Shelf, from basically an OG Team Top Shelf member. But, I mean, I don't know. How can you not love this guy? He is a ball of energy. He has the intensity of a crazed maniac, yet he is lovable. He enjoys himself in that ring.
He is a crazed maniac, baby.
I mean, I know he has not come out on the right side of some of these matches he's had, but, you know, right now it should be lack of confidence from Brandon Shea Eubanks. So you hear this crowd firmly behind him. He's a man who knows what's at stake every time he steps in that ring. I know him and Bryce losing those tag team titles here in Waterloo hurt him significantly, but again, we'll see him make that comeback and make that return to his excellent ways, that's for sure. Again, look at all this energy he's just showing off right now. Just showing off for the fans here in Waterloo. Brandon Shank Eubanks, a fan favorite.
I'm going to tell you what, you got to get this man to bring it down a level before the match so he doesn't just gas himself in the locker room. I don't know how many times in Des Moines I'd be like, Shank, 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 baby. Come on, Shank, baby. He wanted to knock me out a couple times. Just fight me. And we're boys.
Yes, you are. And I know you've known Brandon for a long time. I tell you what, though, this 3-way matchup right here, none of these men are small, by the way.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's a lot of beefy, meaty men in this match, baby.
I mean,
some big boys.
We've come to expect it from Absolute Pro Wrestling with what you've seen from all these Haas versus Haas matches we've had. But Jackson Slater, Brandon Shea Eubanks, and Brandon is down, by the way. He's lost a significant amount of weight in the last year. It has the Shank, but you hear the audience applause. Firmly behind Alvin Falcone and Brandon Shea Eubanks, and Jackson Slater is looking to. Well, that was a mistake, sir.
Shank's definitely been working hard, putting the time in the gym, baby, getting that cardio in. He's looking great.
Look at oh, what the? I mean, the show of sportsmanship between Brandon Shank Eubanks and Alvin Falcone, and then Jackson Slater just said, nah.
Yeah, he's not about sportsmanship. Oh, look at the agility of the big man, Jackson Slater.
He missed that tiger. Look at that, like a pounce just right through Falcone. And again, Falcone, the tallest man in this match, but he is not a lightweight at all.
Kind of reminds
agile, but not a lightweight.
Exactly. This Jackson Slater reminded me of kind of like a Keith Lee, Kevin Owens type.
Yes, big, beefy, but also agile and smooth in that ring. Look at that nice shoulder tackle right there, right to the gut. Delivering that shoulder right in the midsection. Jackson Slater slows him down, and he's wrenched in, hooked into that top rope. Nice reversal there by Jackson Slater, throwing Falcone to the ropes. Back, and then cross body block, but just shoved out of the way. Unbelievable strength by Jackson Slater. And here comes Shank, throwing those big MMA shots, showing that
Those are powerful
background.
shots, baby. You don't want to get behind those, man.
I tell you what, I saw him warming up a little earlier, and Bryce Jordan had the body pads on, and a strike from Shank still doubled him over. That's how hard Shank hits. And then Falcone here. This seems like it's going to be a bit of a 2-on-1 against Jackson Slater here. You know, interrupting that show of sportsmanship between these two.
Oh, man. Jackson Slater manhandling Shank like he's a little boy.
Well,
Shank ain't a little boy.
He is not. And a huge You know what? I'm not going to say it. I can't say it.
Uranagi slam.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Ricky. Here I am trying to make fun of your accent and stuff like that, and you just come through for me. I appreciate it.
I'm always there for you, baby. Even though, I got some choice words for you sometimes, and, might seem like I hate you. I really don't.
Well,
I got your back, baby.
I appreciate it. Of course, we do again send out our warmest regards to Badger Calhoun. We can't wait to have Badger back here on the commentary table with us.
Badger, baby. I love you, Badger. Can't wait to have you back.
Exactly right. And huge shout out to all our production crew here tonight. We want to shout out to Austin Bayless from Central Empire Wrestling using his ring here tonight. Look at these two men just giving up nothing here. Jackson Slater over. Big vertical suplex there from Jackson Slater, able to slam down the Shank, who does not get that very often.
One thing about Absolute Pro Wrestling is they are committed to bringing in some of the best talent in Midwest professional wrestling, or even all around the country, baby. I've been very impressed so far with the new talent that I've seen. This is my first time seeing Jackson Slater, man.
Just a 1 count there from Jackson Slater as he brings up Brandon Shank Eubanks by that beard. Rough style right here. Falcone's on the outside of the ring right now. You see Emmett die right there, our ringside camera right in on that action. In his blood is it young Die. It's been Die from Tag Photography is our ringside cameraman. And look at that, just dragging Shank down, showing off some of that strength in the young man Jackson Slater there.
Like a rag doll.
Falcone barely misses trying to grab Slater by the ankle there, and then obviously that huge miss there. Shank was able to get up.
Oh!
Nice senton by himself.
Shank
there.
rolling out of the way of that big old splash and hitting a senton of his own on Jackson Slater, baby. That was beautiful. We got Shank setting everybody up here now. We got Jackson Slater in the corner. Shank just hitting him with blows. Oh, a big old clothesline.
I feel right now the attention from both Falcone and Shank should be really on Jackson Slater.
The rope broke. The bottom rope just broke, baby.
Oh, no, that's dangerous right there. Dangerous stuff right there. That turnbuckle just broke. It looked like in half.
The bottom turnbuckle just came loose, baby. Shank headbutted Alvin Falcone so hard that the force blew him back into that turnbuckle, and the rope just broke off the ring. I haven't seen that before here in Absolute Pro Wrestling. Have you seen that before here?
No. Not on anything that we've aired. We did see at the fair show this last year in Kossuth County. But, wow, again, that just shows the massive man you have in this ring right now.
Yeah, crazy. I was going to say before this match that I hope they have this ring reinforced, and I still hope they have the actual ring reinforced because the ropes are collapsing off this thing.
Well, again, just such massive men in this ring. And here's two guys just looking to square off right now, go toe-to-toe. Falcone and Shank are definitely not afraid to fight, that's for sure. Oh, big shot there from Brandon. Followed up by Falcone with his own elbow shot. And then huge clothesline there from Jackson Slater just takes out both Falcone.
Ran them both over like an 18-wheeler barreling down Highway 20.
Is that a highway here in Iowa?
Yeah, baby. You drove it here to get here.
No, I took 63 down.
Oh, man. It's a long way.
No. Coming through Rochester, Minnesota, real estate. Anyhow, back to the action in the ring there. Falcone with a nice uppercut right there to Shank. Staggered him back a little bit, but he drives back with a right hook of his own. Now he's just lowering those shoulders right into the midsection of Falcone. Put him up on that top rope, getting him prone up there. Uh-oh. I don't know what he's going to be able to hit there. He's normally going from the first rope there.
Yeah, you're gonna have to change your game plan a little bit here and not let the fact that you don't have a bottom rope
Oh no.
get you off of your game. Oh, big Tower of Doom, baby.
Oh, Jackson Slater showing off some of his own strength and power right there as he's able to slam down Falcone. And as a repercussion, Shank, and then as a repercussion, Falcone taking that suplex over the top there. Not good.
All three men down in the ring right now. Who's going to get up first and capitalize?
Well, that's a good question. Is it up to the 5 count from Joey Jojo here? Crowd's trying to get these combatants back up to continue this match. Again, the devastation they've already done with that bottom ring turnbuckle just breaking, it looks like, just kind of shattered.
Jackson Slater to his feet first, taking advantage of a tired Shank. Beaten and busted.
Big time shots there from the young man. Showing up again, his power game is definitely on point.
Oh, smart maneuver by Shank, hitting a little jaw buster.
Big time stuff there, and you hear the slam on the table. We got Jimmy Wild in the house right now taking some of the action. Jimmy Wild, former Madhouse heavyweight champion. Tell me to suck it. That's not cool. That's not cool, Jimmy.
Oh, we got here double suplex. Are they going to get this big man up? Oh, woo! Wow.
Well, you said reinforcing the ring. I tell you what, though.
The ring definitely moved. I just saw it with my own eyes.
It did indeed. Not only just bouncing almost like a trampoline there with the impact, these 3 men going over like that, but man alive, it did tilt and shift a little bit on this gym floor.
What a maneuver, baby.
And now Falcone and Shank targeting each other. Shank with the first right hand sends Falcone into that corner, comes back with huge
took his head off.
Wow.
Decapitated Alvin Falcone.
Got a little bit of wind up in there and then throwing his body weight right into Jackson Slater, comes out of the ring. Look at that psycho knee. Unbelievable. Brandon Shank is feeling it right now.
Almost hit like a Claymore type running knee.
Now, his attention is focused on Falcone here. Takes him up on his shoulder. Not enough there. Falcone able to separate himself. Oh, look at that short lariat right there. Right through the chin of Shank. And now he's taking down the straps.
That's the thing with these 3-ways that I was trying to say earlier. Once you think that one man's got the advantage, you turn around and one man that was down is now taking you out.
More than the Conqueror, says Falcone, and then a standing moonsault. Unbelievable. Again, he's no small man, but that agility factor is, and Shank just rolling himself away as the veteran does. Gets out to the outside, and Jackson Slater now looking to wind up. Misses the Falcone right there. Comes off the ring. Pop up and power. Goodness.
Big old sit-down powerbomb.
Shank's able to make the save, knocking into the back of Jackson Slater's head there.
Very impressed with this Jackson Slater, man.
I tell you what, all 3 of these men, though, putting each other through hell right
this
now.
This is another heck of a matchup. You aren't here in Waterloo at the Cedar Valley Sportsplex. I feel sorry for you, man. You're missing a heck of a show.
Heck of a show live, but we appreciate everybody joining us out there on YouTube as well. But again, we are going to be back here November 2nd for our next Waterloo show. Actually, that's our next Absolute Pro Wrestling show. So we look forward to seeing all you come out here to Waterloo, to the Cedar Valley Sportsplex for more Absolute Pro Wrestling action. Look at this. Huge slam right there.
Big old slam.
Falcone's able to get to his feet there. Jackson Slater's already waiting for him. Misses that attempt at a spear. Falcone just a big boot right to the chin of Jackson Slater.
Falcone calling for the end of this match, I think.
Pump kick right there.
There's a cover.
Almost out of nowhere, but Jackson Slater just took that sweet kick right to the chin. More than a conqueror, Alvin Falcone with the big victory. I know Shank's going to be kicking himself for not taking advantage there, but I mean, all 3 of these competitors, though, that again should not be hanging their head on any of that stuff. That was a great second matchup here in the Sportsplex in Waterloo. And And Alvin Falcone, more than a conqueror, will pick up the big victory. And again,
hard-fought victory.
And we got to, again, figure that whoever won this match was going to be putting themselves in a position for some title opportunity, whether it be the heavyweight championship or the openweight championship. But I tell you what, man, these three huge individuals breaking the turnbuckle right there. And again, shout out to Austin Bayless for allowing us to use his ring here, but he's going to make some repairs here. We're going to move on to our third matchup. And look at that show, respect and sportsmanship.
They couldn't get it in at the beginning of the match, and they get it after the match.
And there's, again,
awesome.
That's why Shank is so loved in this sport, in this industry.
Yes.
Huge respect guy right there. Good show sportsmanship there. Falcone picking up the victory. I think Shank's even going to go look and see if he can help repair the turnbuckle.
Oh, he probably will. He'll probably get in there and start turning some wrenches. That's how Shank is, baby. He's a blue-collar working man.
Yes, he is. I mean, I tell you what, though, it's great to have Shank back on the show. He missed the last one in Algona. We have to thank our sponsors, Tag Team Photography, Clint Dye, and, of course, he's starting his kid young on the ringside as young Emmett Dye is our ringside cameraman tonight. Huge thank you to him as well.
Emmett's the man, baby.
Emmett is the man. Superstar Emmett Dye is what I'm going to start calling him. And as we get the ring repaired, you hear Big Ace again mentioning the fundraiser we have for Andy Martin and his fiance's family. Again, our condolences to Casey Aikens and her whole family. Again, known for her laughter, her joy, and the love that she showed everybody around her. And again, our condolences there. We want to thank again our sponsors. Starbucks Smokehouse is the official sponsor of the event and our post-show party. So thanks to Jeff and the company over there for their amazing service and support of Absolute Pro Wrestling. Again, I mentioned Clint Dye, Tag Team Photography. Clint Dye with amazing shots you can find on Facebook after all of our events. And shout out again to Emmett Dye helping out ringside. Huge shout out again, Devin Pierce on production, as well as Kyle, our sound guy, delivering all the beats and music here. And Big Ace, our ring announcer, one of the best, not only in the Midwest, but globally, ring announcer. You can see him and myself on the 2 counts. Proud sponsors of Absolute Pro Wrestling. You can see us every Tuesday night, 7 o'clock Central on Twitch, X, and YouTube Live, along with Lauren Images, another proud sponsor of Absolute Pro Wrestling tonight, and Black Label Barber. Danny has cut the hair of many of our talents here in Absolute. Let him be your next cut located in the Lou. Go see him tonight to learn more. He's actually right across from the hard cam there with his friend with the goofy ass hat over there. You can see it. Yellow and red.
I heard you were going to shave your bald after the show.
Dude,
all that hair is coming off, you said.
No.
That's what you said.
No, my hair is way too pristine and good looking to shave it all off, sir.
We also got, look at this. We got Jimmy Wild out here helping out getting the ring back together. Big shout out to Jimmy hanging out with us out there. Who's taking it easy tonight? So you want to talk now about
Jimmy Wild again earlier tonight just told me to suck it, so I don't know if I really want to shout out the young man right now. But
Jimmy Wild's man, baby. Jimmy Wild.
I know you've known Jimmy for a long, long time. We appreciate him being here tonight, showing his support for Absolute Pro Wrestling. We look forward to having him back in the ring anytime he really wants. I'm sure you can just talk to Jason Prentice whenever Jason Prentice feels good at taking visitors. I mean, we haven't heard about our main event. Anything's been changed, but we did hear Prentice has a shoulder injury, it seems like, from the attack from Cocaine earlier tonight.
Yeah, I heard that he was receiving medical attention in the back. As far as this match, I still don't know if it's going to happen. I guess we'll find out here along with everybody else here.
I guess if it doesn't happen tonight, we might be able to see it next show, November 2nd here in the Cedar Valley Sportsplex, which will also feature.
You know what? If it doesn't happen tonight, put that cage up, and I'm going to take Cole Cannon, and I'll put him in there, and I'll put a couple of steel cages to his back. How's that sound?
I mean, it sounds good to me.
Yeah, I got my gear in the back. I bring it all the time, baby. Even if I'm on this mic, I got my gear. I'm always ready to kick ass and stack cash.
Stop yelling.
I'm always stacking cash, but hey,
Stop
You want-
yelling
you-
at me. You're also
You're getting me
spitting a little
fired
bit.
up, baby.
You're spitting a little bit.
I'm always spitting. I'm spitting facts.
You got to calm down.
Let's get it.
You have to calm down. I am calm. You're the one yelling at me. And there's the music. You hear it of the openweight champion, the big picture. Go, go, Godzilla. As the free world of big picture and Leo Santel make their way down to the ring. Free World again, looking to add more gold later on as Matty Star will look to become the first ever two-time Absolute Pro Wrestling champion as he is in that cage main event four-way for the title. But as you see there, Go Godzilla, the big picture, your open weight champion right now, that big, beautiful blue strap around his waist. Christian Hansen is going to be in the ring for this one tonight.
Look at big picture, man. Big old scaly beast over there. Ugh. It's ugly. Nasty.
Their opponents.
Now we got a couple of legends here, baby.
A little bit of a Rocky Mountain High is Ugly with his ugly stick, and the Death Dealer come down to the ring.
How many times has Ugly beat you with his stick?
Twice.
Oh, but that's your face is saying that's a hell of a lot more than he.
Ricky, I am very disappointed for you to say it, but by you saying that to me, sir. Okay, here I thought we were actual friends. You're calling me ugly. That's Ugly. That's the man right there. We saw him and Death Dealer both last week in Algona. Ugly taking on Bryce Jordan in singles matchup, and then the Death Dealer barely came up on the wrong side of that cage match against Aaron Von Baron with the interference of Anthony Draven making his return to pro wrestling. And those two will look to settle their differences December 7th.
Yeah, talk
at
about
the BFW in Algona.
Talk about a grudge match, baby. The Draven and Death Dealer, former partners.
Former partners, but now I feel like they're going to be destined to fight forever.
They're going to fight to the death, baby. What a team here. Ugly and Death Dealer. Like I said, a couple of legends in the game, man.
And big picture looking to use his belt as a weapon there, trying to get going at the gun there.
Yeah, big picture, hightailing it out of there. Oh.
Taking shot. Whoa. Over at the commentary table. No, sir. And then he just takes out the crowd with that fake machine gun of his. I mean, my goodness, the audacity of the big picture, firing fake shots at everybody like this.
Oh, he just reloaded it, baby. He just reloaded it.
I'll tell you what.
Get down.
You know, he's not a big fan of there's not a lot of fans of the big picture when he starts that fake gun up. A lot of NRA people here in the arena tonight, though, appreciate it. I'm sure they do.
Is it deer season?
It's getting close.
I think that's what he's saying. I think he's.
Of course, Leo Santel. I mentioned this plenty of times before. Him and Jay Wesley were basically co-rookies of the year in 2023 here for Absolute Pro Wrestling. Both of these guys immensely talented. For the big picture, I don't know if he could pick a better person to be his tag team partner right now. Leo Santel has been tagging with Jackson King in multiple failed opportunities, though, at that APW Tag Team Championship.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to having Leo Santel pair up with Big Picture tonight. A little bit of a different pairing for the Free World.
It definitely is, but again, Free World always looking to add more gold. So who knows? This might be the next challengers.
Yeah, sometimes you switching up the pairings. It could go good. It could go bad. You don't know if they've worked together in a while. You don't know if they know their tendencies, A tag team coalition, has got to be one unit, baby.
And again, big shout out to Big Ace, our ring announcer here tonight. Christian Hansen's going to be calling the action here in the ring. As the big picture right there tells everybody to just go ahead and kiss his derriere. Leo Santel and Ugly to start it off here. Squaring up right there for the collar and elbow tie-up. Leo Santel is also known for his technician work there in the ring, but Ugly's giving him the lesson right now. Drives back on that leg there. Looking to possibly hyperextend that knee. He throws Leo Santel right in that top turnbuckle in the corner. And then shot to the throat there.
Yeah. Throat punch.
And then a big kick right there from Ugly as he's just taunting the big picture, who swings wildly in vain at Ugly, who's there for just the 2 count, though, on Leo Santel. Early in this match to get that pin opportunity, though. Really working in on Leo Santel, though. There's tag made of the Death Dealer, who really is probably in just dire condition right now after that brutal cage match last week against Aaron Von Baron.
Another big boot. Leo Santel's getting the work.
We saw that bottom turnbuckle explode in that last matchup between 3 big individuals. And I tell you what, Leo Santel, in comparison to Death Dealer, the big picture, he's maybe giving up a few pounds, but he's no small guy. The smallest guy in this matchup is Ugly, but he's a bit of a cannonball sometimes, too, when he hits those ropes. So who knows what's going to happen in this match.
They're wearing down Leo Santel. Smart move, baby, because he's a technical wrestler. You're going to want to wear him down as much as possible, not let him tag out.
It's a good idea there. You saw that headlock takeover, then just Santel able to reverse it and gets that
able
tag
to get the tag, baby.
Death Dealer kind of lost his place in this match a little bit. Leo's able to escape and get over to Godzilla there, strutting his stuff around the ring.
Leo Santel's very lucky. Big picture, looked back right at the last moment to get that tag.
He goes right into that corner and tells Ugly to kiss the derriere. Side headlock here. Looks like Death Dealer's got a little bit of extension there he could possibly make there, but nope. Big picture able to close that little gap there and get that wrenched in even tighter. Again, he just wrenches back and tightens that around the neck area of the Death Dealer. Now just cranking away at it. Shots there by Death Dealer to the big picture. Picture's able to slow himself down the hair of Death Dealer.
Yeah, that was.
So the reversal.
That's kind of smart.
The reversal stopped in its tracks right there. Big time stuff there by the big picture.
Yeah, using anything that he can use to his advantage. And, sometimes you got to use a little hair.
Well, last time Big Picture and Leo Santel tagged actually was in that Kasuth County Fair show. They did quite well, but they were just no match for, I believe it was Brandon the Shank Eubanks and James Jeffrey. I might be recalling that a little bit off, but again, they're definitely very aware of each other, very capable as a tag team, especially representing the free world.
Take a picture claiming he pulled his hair. I don't think he did.
Well, he's also saying he pulled his tights. And he's also not just telling Chris Hansen about this. He's telling the audience, these fans ringside, about it as well. And Ugly and Leo back to the tie up here. Leo's able to get Ugly back in the corner. And now Ugly's doing his part, mimicking the work of the big picture.
He definitely pulled Ugly's hair.
Definitely pulled it right
He
out.
definitely did. You didn't see that?
The only man in that
Plain
ring
as
that had
day.
no hair is saying that he had his hair pulled.
I saw it.
You saw or
I
you
saw
seen
it, baby.
Did you seen it or you saw it?
I saw it, baby.
As we're looking to get a tie up again. Nope. Ugly just stops Leo in his tracks. Nice suplex right there. Snapped it right off. Followed up with that nice elbow drop there. Taunting Leo all the way around the ring. And now big picture with the taunt as well.
Oh,
Some
classic.
Ugly.
Classic Ugly. Big splash.
Nice splash there, yeah, by Ugly. Nice strike there by Ugly. Delivering into Leo Santel's chin.
Oh, big old right hand. Another one.
And now he's saying, let's get Death Dealer in this one, maybe. Nope, one more for good measure. Knocks Leo Santel all the way down. And big pictures is beside himself on the ring apron there. Reversal here.
Oh, big picture getting his dirty self involved here when he's not even a legal man.
Got that leg up and then
You know
Ugly,
that was coming.
Ugly delivered a punch for his troubles. And now double team on the outside there by
referee's
Leo.
got to get a hold of this. They're just double teaming him up on the outside, baby. Having their way with him. Ugly's not in good shape right now.
There's a pin attempt there by Leo
What's
Santel.
big picture doing here?
I don't know. He was just trying to deliver something there. Basically for Ugly's troubles, trying to get back at him for the, that big leg that the big picture, just threw right back at him. Now shots by the big picture. Ugly's lined up in that corner. Now it's double team right here, knocking him all the way down to that bottom rope. Leo Santel's just going to use that boot. Ugly is trying to make the crawl over. Leo Santel stops him in his tracks. Throws a knee in there. Nice DDT right there. Only just a 2 count, though, on Ugly. As the big picture puts up the big boot. As then Ugly's thrown face first. And now the biggest man in this match gets back into that ring. Huge shot there from the picture to Ugly. These two know each other very, very well from years working in Impact. I tell you what, though, that shot, though, rings around the arena here tonight. And there's a reason Ugly's slow to get up.
Ugly fighting back.
With his own rights there. And then big sidewalk slam. There it is. Spinning around. Big made himself a little too dizzy right there.
Spun around so much, he's dizzy, doesn't know where Ugly at.
That delay there cost him the 3 count.
Definitely cost him. He probably would have had 3 there if he wouldn't have delayed on that cover. He still don't know where he's at. He's still trying to get his bearings.
Too many spins from the big man there. Gets you a little bit drowsy, a little bit dizzy, turned around. This could be now even more dangerous for Ugly here. Ooh, oh. Vertical drop suplex right there on the back of the head from
like Ricky
Ugly.
Bronson, man. His picture looked like Ricky Bronson there, dazed after a Saturday night with 2 cases of Coors Light and a double pack of computer dusters or something.
For all the kids that might be watching, don't listen to what Ricky Bronson has to say. He's a terrible.
I like to drink some beers and clean my computer off, baby. All right.
He's a terrible example of what an individual should be. He drinks too much and he does too many other things. Do not listen to what Ricky Bronson has to say. He's a fine wrestler. Follow his techniques in the ring, but anything he says other than what you see in that ring, do not follow his instructions. Back to the half half Boston Crab here. Leo Santel's not quite able to sit down. Ugly will get to that bottom rope there, break the count here. Chris Hansen was right there. No smart comments. If I tell everybody not to listen to you. Are you sure about that, Ricky?
Hey, as long as my nieces and nephews take my advice.
Why would you want your own family to be degenerates? Never mind. Leo Santel throws Ugly back into his corner there, gets a tag to big picture. Now he's going to come in and do some damage as Leo Santel just tails off Ugly. And just straight choking Ugly.
Yeah, just a straight choke. It's illegal.
Prince Hansen's being now distracted by Leo Santel.
Yeah, he's distracted him about to. What they got up their sleeve here? There's that something. Oh,
so much weight coming down on that neck and back of the head of Ugly. Big Picture's taking down the straps now, and he's looking to dominate this matchup. Ugly desperately needs to make that tag to Death Dealer and get him into this matchup. Big shot down there. Leo Santel, the elbow of Ugly. And just a straight kick to the back there. Showing no mercy is Leo Santel to Ugly right now. The Untamed Lion doing what he has to do here. And just a 2 count right there for Leo Santel and Free World. Probably a little bit slower pace than Ugly's used to right now, too. Is a little bit more methodical from Leo Santel and Ugly, and the Big Pictures. They're just trying to keep Ugly in that corner. And again, just a straight choke. And Chris Hansen saw it. Leo Santel was trying to distract him. Now Ugly's fighting back. Big back left. Oh, and that bottom rope's broke again. Yeah, that massive man. I think Death Dealer showing off some of those kicking and striking abilities, and then follows up with a huge clothesline right there, right through the Big Picture. Those classic claps.
Oh, big spine buster.
Right down to the canvas goes the Big Picture, and those claps now in accordance to the will of the Death Dealer.
Death Dealer setting Picture up for something. Yeah, Leo Santel coming in behind.
And now him and Ugly tie up.
Oh, and you got Picture grabbing the Ugly stick. Turn around, Dealer. No!
Ugly's ugly stick delivered right to the
Ugly
chin.
stick. And what do we got here? Wait, Leo Santel grabbing the belt right in front of us off of our desk.
Ding. He knew what was going on all along. Leo Santel brings the title to his tag team partner. Big time stuff by the Free World, looking to gain some momentum for the group as Matty Starr looks to see his stablemates there go in and get this big tag team victory over the Death Dealer and Ugly.
Escaping with the win by the skin of their teeth, baby.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, too. Ugly went through a hell of a match last week against the Golden God, Bryce Jordan. And so maybe the fact that both these men, brutal matchups for both Death Dealer and Ugly last week, proving maybe to be the difference here tonight is both of these men just showing that wear there. Valiant effort by the team of Ugly and Death Dealer, but just not enough against Free World, the Big Picture, and Leo Santel showing their mettle here tonight. So we're looking for at intermission right now is we're going to have a little bit of ring repair here, and then we're going to get the cages out, at least for one match we know for sure. We're still waiting to hear any kind of update on Jason Prentice other than he injured his shoulder early tonight from Cole Cannon. So, again, everybody, we got that second matchup, or excuse me, our second show coming up.
Front door guys, $5, I believe it's a poster of tonight's show. Every single person you're going to see on the card. Go over there and get those. Only a limited amount
So just to recap again, we saw a tag team title match. Jack Serious, Josiah Vatsana, peak season making their debut here in Absolute Pro Wrestling, just coming up short against 319 of Jay Wesley and Ethan Everhart. Valiant effort there by peak season. Can't wait to see those young men come back here to Absolute Pro Wrestling. And then the three-way match, Jackson Slater, Brandon Shank Eubanks, and More Than Conqueror Alvin Falcone. Again, all three of those men showed what they were all about as well. Big men hitting that ropes hard and then breaking the ropes as well. But, you know, huge shout out to Austin Bayless and his crew being able to try and fix this ring as we're going to lead into this at least one cage match. Again, we're still waiting to hear for an update on Jason Prentice. And then you just saw it there, the tag team Free World, the big picture in Leo Santel getting the victory against Ugly and Death Dealer. Great stuff all around. We again want to thank all of our sponsors, Starbucks Smokehouse. They are the official after-party location here in Waterloo of Absolute Pro Wrestling. Clint Ty and Tag Team Photography. Check them out on all social media, Tag Team Photography. And again, shout out to young Emmett Dyer, ringside cameraman, Black Label Barber. Danny over there cut the hair of pretty much anybody except for maybe Ugly, who doesn't have any hair. Didn't have it pulled in that last match. Go see him over there, located right here in Waterloo. Also, Floor and Images, vinyl carpet, you name it, they do it. Thank you again. Of course, goes out to Ethan Everhart for gaining that sponsorship. And the 2 Count. You can see us live every Tuesday at 7 o'clock on Twitch, X, and YouTube. That's the 2 Count where comedy meets wrestling. You see Big Ace, our ring announcer, myself, and good old JR, not Jim Ross, but John Russell, every Tuesday night with some of the best guests wrestling has. You know what, Ricky, we're going to have to get you back on that show pretty soon, too.
Dang right, baby.
Dang right, indeed. But again, thank you for everybody for tuning to the first half of the show, and come back and find us on YouTube again for the second half. You can find it right here. We'll be broadcasting live with the help of Emmett, Devin, Kyle, Big Ace, Ricky, myself. We will see you very, very soon. Enjoy your intermission, and we'll be back shortly with more Absolute Pro Wrestling action.